I don't think that was near long enough.
No, I know it wasn't, but it's. I don't dare to do the long version.
She doesn't dare do it. Hello, everybody. It's a Wednesday. It's a podcast night. Semi-perfect podcast. Coming to you on this March 15th. Hello and welcome in. What?
I'm waiting to see if I hear myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I hear myself. Okay.
I like your test.
That's the test.
For now on when we go to conventions. Alright. Good mic test.
Sound check.
So hello.
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 How's everyone doing?
Good. I think Laura's getting water.
Oh, good choice. That's what I have.
I have water.
I have
And
Cheez-Its.
Jeffrey has, Cheez-Its.
That's my food post. Imagine one Cheez-It.
A singular Cheez-It?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You better send a post that's like a very well photographed single Cheez-It.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on it.
Like high res, under a
Yeah.
microscope.
Let me find the perfect Cheez-It. Sarah, I'm gonna let you take control of the podcast.
Yeah.
I need to
Ah,
find-
yes, I've derailed us already.
Alright, he's doing it. He's going to take a picture of this Cheez-It. And he has taken the picture. He's almost dropped the box of Cheez-Its.
How's that?
Yeah, that's
It
beautiful.
almost looks fake.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Alright. Well, welcome into the podcast, everybody.
Yeah. Welcome in. Yeah, it is mid-March.
Yeah.
The weather here is still rainy.
Yeah.
Lousy
We're
March
nuts.
weather.
Atmospheric river.
Mm.
Over here in California.
Oh, mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh, I need to retweet.
That means we're getting a lot of rain, and therefore a lot of stuff's gonna dry out for the summer. We'll see how that all goes.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
We like to dry things out. So welcome in. We're going to be talking about a couple things. The Oscars just recently took place, so we'll be giving our thoughts on all of that.
Yeah.
What else do we? I know we got some movie topics that we're going to be talking about.
Oh, do you have movies? Because I did not specifically put any movies, because I figured a lot of that's going to be tied to the Oscars.
Oh,
But
that's
if you
why
have
you said. I
movies-
was reading your tweet that said we'll be talking about movies, Oscars, and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because they did show the Little Mermaid trailer during the Oscars, so I'll be a part of that.
I haven't
Yeah.
even watched that yet.
Yeah, I watched it.
I want to be surprised. I don't want to know what happens to Ursula.
Yeah.
Actually, she'll probably be redeemed.
Yeah.
It'll be like,
This time.
like I remember when they came out with like, they're like, hey, we're gonna make a movie about Maleficent, and I was like, oh, she's gonna be so evil, and it's like, no, this
No,
is why
she's
we were
good.
wrong. I'm like, come on, let Maleficent just be a bad bitch. So, yeah. With that, beautiful stuff. We always like to kick off our podcast with a food post, but before we do, let's introduce who's joining us tonight. First off, Toodles.
Hi, it's me, Toodles.
Hello. And we got PaleoSteno.
Hello.
And we have Laura and Saber.
Oh. Hi.
Hello, everybody. And then, as happens with the podcast, we'll probably have a few sprinkle in as
Yeah.
we go.
I forgot to tell PanamaMatt about it.
You could tell them now,
Okay.
if you want.
Norma made since the super chat saying, "You what race?"
Oh, yeah. I want to be the very best.
Best there ever was.
Yeah. So, once Sarah sends off this text, we'll hit up the food post. Hashtag SPP food posts to
Yeah,
get your
bring
food posts in, as you've probably seen Quiet Storm post already in the chat.
Yeah.
And we are going to be looking at what kind of foods you all got. But Omega sends a super chat first off saying, "Ahoy, everybody. Hope all is well." Hello, Omega. Hope all is well with you, too. All right.
I have sent PanamaMatt a text.
Good job.
Thanks. It's time to do food posts.
Oh, I could already tell. I saw a glimpse, and I'm like, I'm going to be hungry. I need to post my food
posts are
post.
loading in.
So, if you don't mind reading some of the early ones.
Yeah. Got a lot of early ones today. Okay. All right, we got L186, hot dogs and blueberry acai vodka for tonight's food post.
Blueberry acai vodka. That sounds interesting. How is that? Tell me in the comments how that is, because I need to know.
Yeah. The hot dogs. Is this because of everything everywhere all at once?
Oh.
Hot dog fingers.
It's an interesting pairing. It seems like the vodka is so fancy, and then hot dogs.
I don't even think those are cooked hot dogs. That's how.
Hot dogs, can you?
Yeah.
Well, like, were they like? I don't know. I should get into this. I remember eating cold hot dogs, but not like. I don't think they were hot dogs though. I think they were like.
The little cocktail weenies.
Yeah, but they were like skinny like those, but they were long.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
I used to eat Vienna sausages as a kid, like a lot.
Little itty bitty ones.
Opened a little can of it, and there were like maybe 9 or 10 of them, all just packed into.
Was that good?
As far as I remember, I haven't eaten in years.
There was a kid on my bus, like in elementary school, that would always eat them on the bus and just stink up the whole bus with that.
Yeah, I know. They smell.
Thanks, kid.
Yeah, we got Princess Deadpool. Hey, everyone. Hope y'all are doing good, and hope to see some of you at BabsCon in a few weeks. Come out to Disneyland after work today, and decided to get some good old Earl of Sandwich. Also, if you're curious as to what's in the bag, photo number 3. Ooh, lightsabers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fancy.
Wait, so.
I want to like the thing where you build it.
Mm-hmm.
It's apparently like super cool.
Earl of Sandwich.
Okay, so that was taken at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I saw in this post, by the way, Princess Deadpool mentioning BabsCon. I know we mentioned it a couple times, but unfortunately, we're not going to be at BabsCon this year. Partially, it's a little bit financially driven. Around the time that we needed to lock things in for BabsCon was around the same time Sarah was also laid off.
Yeah.
So just a couple things that we had to put in order, and we weren't ready to commit there. So nothing really on BabsCon's end. Just ended up having to make a call this time around. But I hope everybody that goes out to BabsCon has a great time.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see that it looks like they got all their financials in order, because I know that was a concern a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to be back next year and get more burritos and see everybody in San Francisco.
All right, anime guy. Yesterday I ate at Kong Dog. I almost said Kong Dong.
Kong Dong?
Kong Dong.
Kong
That'll be in the Mario movie. Kong Dong.
Oh.
Span Dong.
It's a corn dog themed Korean place, and they have a bunch of different options between what goes on the stick and what the outside is covered in. I got 2 dogs, 1 beef sausage, and 1 mozzarella stick, both with potatoes. It was delicious. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, a mozzarella corn dog sounds like the least Korean thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, it's Kong's Dong. Oh no! I'm thinking too much into this. It's covered in cheese. Ah.
Oh no! Good lord!
It is though. Is it not?
I guess. Moving on. We got Nathaniel Foga. Currently having a meatball sub with dry salami on Italian bread with a spread of homemade garlic butter. Really made for an excellent sandwich.
That looks like a menu photo. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Just wait till you see my food
Yours.
post.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna look nice.
It looks delicious, Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh, yours loaded.
Spoilers.
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 Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nora. Hey, semi-perfect pod. Chilling at home, watching the show, and noshing on some popcorn. Just whatever you do, send me some string cheese and no making fun of Little Mermaid trailer. Love you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hugs and kisses.
You know, it's funny.
When we talk about Little Mermaid live action, we'll just have to have the Nora screen come up and be like, spoilers, but also, Nora, maybe step out for a moment while we talk about live action Disney remakes.
Right. There was something else in there. Oh, the string cheese thing. Sarah and I recently watched Mouse Hunt. And I just love their version of string cheese. They're like, oh.
It's like a wall of yarn, but street cheese.
Yeah.
Yep.
They became millionaires. Still would have made better money on the house, though.
Yep. Cosmic Melody sends a super
What?
chat.
What'd she say?
Amazing homemade chicken noodle soup.
Oh, yeah. You made that?
Steve, I made it for me.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Saber!
So good.
With the soup.
It's like all garlicky, and I don't even know what else you put in there.
Chicken.
Noodles and vegetables
I meant for like seasonings.
and there's salt in the picture on the top of that.
I saw that.
Is it just salt, pepper, and garlic mostly?
Oregano, thyme,
Ooh.
bay leaf.
Oh, it's so good, you guys.
Nice.
Well, I'll be over for tomorrow's leftovers.
Yes.
Yeah, get over here.
I'm on my way. Thank you. All right.
Oh, Elwyn sends a follow-up saying, the vodka is good. They are 5 minutes in the air fryer, and no, they aren't because of EEAO. I have no. Okay, but the hot dogs have been cooked
Why?
in the air fryer, apparently.
Apparently. Everywhere all at once.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
I'm terrible with acronyms.
I'm like, that must be some kind of.
We're also missing an A, so I'm not nitpicky.
All right, here's my food post.
Yeah.
Look at that. I took that photo myself.
Beautiful. It's almost as if a professional took it.
That's not a picture of a box. That's a picture of a Cheez-It.
I'm really upset.
What? How? How's that upsetting? You put the pressure on. You said it had to look good. I took the best photo I could.
I think that is it for the food post today. Thank you for sending in. Your arm is in the way, dear.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to
Okay.
retake my picture because I'm being shamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like AI generated Cheez-It art.
What the hell? What?
You should put. Well, no, not that one.
You know, what's wrong with that one? Shows off a little leg. I'm a loser. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Yeah, he's very bad at taking
Sarah,
pictures.
while I retake this this picture, do you want to find out what's new with people?
Okay. Paleo, what's new with you?
Not too much. Been working on stuff. I have a bunch of things like planned for the next couple months.
Nice.
And I've been streaming a lot more. I've started my playthrough of like every 3D Mario game leading up to the Mario movie.
Nice.
I just finished Super Mario 64 last night on stream, so I'm gonna start Sunshine tomorrow. The 3D Mario games don't take too long. I was surprised at how fast I went through Mario 64, because I remember as a kid just being not that great at like getting the stars, but for this playthrough, I mean, since I've played it like a few times like throughout my life now, I guess it's just easier. Because I think like total playtime, it took me just over 6 hours, I think, to beat, which isn't too long.
Yeah.
And that's just like to beat the game with like 70 stars, not getting like all of them.
Yeah.
But I did get something that I'm very excited about, but I can't show it to people until June. At least like people who like watch my streams and stuff.
Mhm.
But I'll show it to you guys. For what it is, because I have like
anybody.
What?
The chat, they can't tell anybody.
Yeah, the chat can't tell anybody, but yeah, I have another form for my like PNG tuber that I'm gonna be revealing in June, and I'll show you guys in the chat here on the podcast, not the people who are in the chat in the watching.
Oh, okay.
You're making this so
that's what I meant.
confusing.
Is it one that you've posted a silhouette for?
Yeah, I posted the silhouette for it,
Okay.
but yeah, here it is in the cast only chat right now.
Oh.
It's a secret for everybody listening here,
Oh.
but I think you'll like it.
You
Yeah.
can try to guess what it is just based on those reactions. Go.
Oh. Paleo just sent us a dick pic.
That is how Jeffrey reacts. To
Oh. Very good. My turn?
That'll be like after the conventions we go to coming up.
Nice. By the way, before we continue on with the ketchups and the mustards, I just posted an updated picture. Laura should be much happier with this one.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, let's see this.
Did you hashtag it?
I did.
Okay.
Well, it's in the comment.
Oh, okay.
I replied.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up here so the people listening can see
She's
it.
gonna be so impressed.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
It's the crispest picture I've ever seen of a Cheez-It.
I
Look at
wanted
that.
to really get
That
You
is
can
art.
see every single detail.
the close-up detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's art.
The little
Really,
hole.
you know, you can see how the artist just feels like their whole life is just Cheez-It.
Yeah.
I like.
A narrow view in between of what I can only assume is a wall. Maybe it's the refrigerator. I don't know. It's up to the audience to decipher what you can see through that little hole.
It's definitely not the bathroom door.
You know what I'm
No,
realizing?
Gotta
What?
be something important.
You might be able to watch a eclipse from a Cheez-It.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
I was swallowing liquid when you said that, and I almost died.
that's science. We don't need Gabe for nothing.
Yeah. Next eclipse, I need people to bring out their Cheez-Its.
They put like little
Test
like
it for me.
glasses. What is? I don't even know.
Over each eye is one Cheez-It.
Yeah. Elton John will be proud. Very good. Well, I guess continuing on, Laura, what's new with you?
I got a big one. I had surgery last week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had my fallopian tubes removed, so I am now entirely sterile, which is dope as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Everything was elective. There was nothing wrong. It wasn't like I was, sick or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, get them taken out, and this is it's a huge thing for me because I've always known that I don't want to be a parent, and
Right.
I've always not wanted to have kids, and
Yeah.
being able to actually take control over that is a huge big deal.
Yeah. Well, good.
So I'm excited about it.
Nice. Well, good.
Yeah, and I had my post-op appointment at the doctor today, and they said I was looking good. And also, there was a therapy dog there that I got to meet, and it was pretty cool. So.
Nice.
And his name was Epcot, which was pretty
Oh!
cool.
Sarah's over here just like, what?
Well, that's cool.
All around, pretty great journey.
Quite the ending. You went to Epcot.
Yeah.
Epcot came to me.
Well, that's
even better.
That's next level. And then, so that's, yeah, congratulations on that. And then, any other news for you, or have you been hanging kind of low since surgery?
Oh,
Like, does it knock you out, the surgery?
I mean, for the first like couple days, yeah. But the day after my surgery, my sister had her twins. So she's a mom now.
Yeah.
And she also then got sterilized immediately afterwards because they wanted 2 kids. They got 2 kids, and they're like, we're done.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow because this like really popular tattoo artist who's like super difficult to get appointments with had like a last minute like cancellation opening, and I was like, ooh, maybe I can get in, and they were like, yeah, of course, and I'm like, hell yeah.
What you gonna get?
So, it's a pre-drawn design from her that's like a it's this purple flower. It's called a Virginia spiderwort flower. If you want to Google it.
I gotta Google it.
And then I'm gonna get a little bee with it, so it's gonna be pretty cute.
Virginia spiderwort.
There it is.
Oh. Here, I'll bring it up for everybody else to see. The flower.
I gotta admit, it looks a lot better than it sounds. Spiderwort.
Spiderwort.
Sounds like a Halloween thing.
Yeah.
It looks the design's better than that, honestly. But
Yeah.
the colors are like the purpley colors, and it's got like the big grassy kind of leaves, so I'm very excited.
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
Awesome.
And then
I'll
more
when I got it.
more spoilers there. Sarah's just spoiling everything. Now we know who won Oscars. Thanks, Sarah.
No, I put the screen.
I am not paying attention. Saber, what's new with you?
Working on lots of projects. That's about it. Just staying busy with work, and yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
So, yeah, you've been popping up a lot.
Doing a lot of streaming.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun too. It's been trying to punch those numbers up,
Nice.
and been having a lot of fun. Or it's been interesting doing TikToks and YouTube Shorts as of late.
Okay.
We was told that like YouTube Shorts are where it's at when it comes to growth, and I was skeptical
Yeah.
as far as like, I don't know. But then I'm like, let's give it a shot. And the answer is yes. That is where the growth is.
How have
Like,
you?
just what's up?
How have you been liking Night in the Woods?
Oh, I like it a lot actually.
Yeah.
I wish I had the mental bandwidth to actually sit down and really like just go at it, but it's hard because I have to do work and shit.
Yeah.
But the chance I get to play, it's a lot of fun. I like the aesthetic. I can already tell it's probably gonna I have some theories in my head of where it's going towards. The music's great. I listened to the soundtrack yesterday, but I had to stop because I'm not gonna want to spoil myself on accident with the song titles.
Yeah.
Astro Alley is fucking great.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's good. It's neat. I'm like, oh, this is like a love letter to like young adults in their 20s who just can't figure it out. So.
Yeah. No, it was definitely one of me and Jeffrey's favorite games that we played. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I didn't watch y'all play it. I watched like I think I watched like y'all streaming it years ago. I think he streamed it.
I did stream it with PanamaMatt like years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I played it like twice.
I barely can remember it though. I just remember you being hyped about it.
Yep.
I personally, part of the appeal of that game for me was also the voice that Sarah used for May. Like,
Yeah.
it's become a bit of an iconic voice. Like, whenever she comes close to it, everyone's like, oh, it's the May voice.
Yeah.
Give me a sample. What is it?
Well, it's kind of like a bad Meowth impression. I'm trying to think of a line that May says. I've got nightmare eyes.
Aw, I love it.
Hey, May, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Have you gotten out of the house, or are you still kind of just...
No, bitch, I don't leave the house at all. I just stay on my couch all day. Like a potato.
Like a potato.
Very Meowth, I love it.
And Team Rocket to me really does represent millennials. Think about it. They worked for 25 years, never advanced in their career. Both are probably bisexual. They aren't married. They didn't have kids, and they have a pet cat.
Pretty much.
They're obsessed with Pikachu. So I mean.
All right, this is hitting close.
Why haven't you tweeted that? That's a great tweet.
Yeah.
came up with it.
I'm stealing it.
Go for it.
Not if I do it first. No. Well, very good.
Time, go.
Glad to hear that. It sounds like all the staying busy stuff is going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to stay busy, trying to get things done. I got to see some cool work in progress, like animations for the rap battle thing for the Hilda and Sophia video.
Oh.
I'm really excited about that. Look, it's actually kind of stupid how good it looks. Like Moses, no spoilers. Moses shows up in the rap battle between some Christian characters. It's like a big rap battle of history, but with Christians, animated characters.
Yeah.
And one of my animators did Moses from The Prince of Egypt, and it's like he showed me a picture today of like a completed shot, and I'm like, that's just straight up like looks like it's from the movie.
Yeah.
Like it's uncanny. So, yeah,
That's cool.
it's got lots of pokers in the fire. It keeps me busy.
Nice. Sarah, what's new?
Well, I'm trying to be busy. I had an interview today with a toy design company, and I think it went okay. So we'll see where that goes. And then, like, right after my interview, like in the afternoon today, I got another, person emailing me being like, hey, we want to interview you. So I'm like, oh, they have been seeing my emails and stuff.
So two companies.
Let's hope one of them goes somewhere.
It's funny because that's kind of how you ended up with your first toy design job.
Yeah.
Was you all of a sudden had these companies show up.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I
had worked with people previously at the company I previously worked for, so when they were looking for people, they contacted me and was like, by any chance, are you interested? And I'm like, yeah. So
that one was more bizarre because you got hit up by two different companies out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like,
and they were both friends from that previous employer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird how things happen that way, where it's just like nothing, and then all of a sudden, hey.
Yeah. So. Now it's like, oh, time to choose. Yeah. Anything else?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at you, but I'm thinking of my own.
Okay.
So let's see here. What have I been up to? Well, it's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
So that's already
rained out events last weekend.
Stalled out some of our racing stuff.
Is there any chance that might happen also this week?
Don't act hopeful. Hopefully not. I think it's trending to the good, but there's still a chance of rain. But so yesterday I did something I don't think I've ever done before. I went to the movies and saw.
You've never done that?
No. I saw, just because of the way the schedule lined up, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I saw 3 movies yesterday. At the theater. Wow. Yeah, I was at the theater for over 6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I've never done that. I've only seen 2 at a time.
Yeah, so the way it worked out was Scream was at 5:45, which I drove straight from my work to see Scream. Mm-hmm. And then after Scream was over, at 8 o'clock was 65. And then at 10 o'clock was Champions. Mm-hmm. So Sarah only joined me for the last movie. My dad joined me for the middle movie. I was all by myself for the first movie. So I went through 3 vastly different experiences.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the middle one?
65. It's the one with Adam Driver.
With the dinosaurs.
Oh, well, now I have to see it.
There you go.
Is it like the sci-fi one with Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was out yet. Okay, yeah, I do want to see it.
Yeah, it just came out last weekend.
Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it. It was I had to really map out how I was gonna do like my popcorn, because I'm like, I don't want to have popcorn too early and then be like, So I was like, what I'll do is I'll just not eat anything for the first movie, and then I'll be like, oh, now I'm ready for popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And then see, like now I see that bowl of popcorn that Nora's eating out of, and I'm like, see, I don't want that.
Yeah. You've had your popcorn quota for the week.
My popcorn hangover. So.
Done, like you got like the huge bucket, and then like also ask them for like the small size bag, and then like pour into the small size bag and have that for the first movie, and then like portion it out among the three.
That would be funny, you know. But knowing them, they would charge me for the bag too.
That's probably true.
I recently saw a guy who he walked up to the cashier. And he was holding his popcorn bucket. And the cashier asked him, he's like, so you want a refill? And the guy's like, yeah. And he goes, but how much is it to just get a new bucket? And the guy's like, $10. Like the price of popcorn.
Yeah. You don't get a new bucket, sir.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I'm like, did this guy just pull this thing out of the trash can? He's like, yeah, I just want to refresh. Like, but else...
It's not a bad strategy.
Yeah, especially if you could get a new bucket. But yeah.
Or even like, I mean, if you're leaving the theater and like you see somebody outside who's going into the theater, you can always be like, hey, here's my bucket, go get a free refill.
I'm way too afraid to do that, but you are right that could be a thing where it's like, yo, here you go. I offer you this bucket. In exchange, I just asked for $5. Oh, deal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, as long as you're asking for less than the market price, right?
Right. Used popcorn bucket. Needs paint. Yeah, I think that was kind of my craziest thing. Been working on a couple projects, couple vlogs. Gonna put out over the next couple of months.
Yeah.
So been working a little bit on that.
Mm-hmm.
Just moving along with the weather.
Yep.
So, I guess the next thing, and this is, if you will, the big thing that's been taking place, and Sarah has on our docket.
The Oscars.
The Oscars took place.
You kept up with Sarah?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Did you catch up with Sarah?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Sarah.
It was very brief.
Sarah was like...
Basically, I'm like, I did an interview with a toy company today, and then I got another person asking for an interview.
Ah, okay.
So,
awesome.
Here's hope.
Laura's got all these life-changing things happening, and she's like, I can't be the only one, right?
It's been a long time coming.
The Oscars.
Okay, Sarah. Oscar time.
I don't even know where to start. Should I just go down the line here on this website?
I guess we could go down the line here. Paleo, certainly you watched the Oscars.
Yeah, I was watching them, and I was actually just streaming my reaction on Twitch. I didn't stream it on Twitch, because, like I did with the Annie Awards, because, we can show the Annie Awards, but we can't show the Oscars. And that actually got Double Toasted in trouble, if you know that channel.
Is that why they got...
Yeah, they got banned from Twitch for like a day. So, yeah, their channel was suspended, but they have it back now. But the thing with Double Toasted is that they've been on the internet for a long time, so they have their own website to stream to if they need to.
Yeah.
So they said, oh yeah, we're just gonna try to do that more like often rather than relying on Twitch. But yeah, so that's why I was like very careful about not streaming like the Oscars and just like streaming my reactions, saying like, hey, if you want to watch along, it's on ABC. On like Hulu and YouTube TV or whatever, if you have those, you can watch along that way.
Yeah.
But I was very interested in how they were going to do the order of things, because the order of things this year was very different. They started with Best Animated Feature.
Oh.
Wait, that was the first thing?
Yeah, that was the first thing they did.
Well, that makes sense, because that's the one for kids, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, go to bed early.
Yeah. It's funny because like the contrast to how they revealed Best Animated Feature last year to how they revealed it this year, Because last year they had out the live action like princesses like revealing things and like saying like a really weird like way of like saying like, oh yeah, animated films is something that your kids like watch over and over again.
Fuck off.
Yeah. This year they actually had they had The Rock come out and like actually said like made this like ongoing joke about like defining animation. And then Guillermo del Toro won for Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And then he did his speech that he's been doing at like all the award shows, because I figured it would go to Pinocchio since Pinocchio has been like sweeping all of the award shows.
Yeah.
But he was saying like about like how animation is cinema. Please keep animation in the conversation. Is how he was wording it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I'm
good.
glad it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because he's my favorite animator.
Yeah, he's been there.
Really
He's
seemed like he was the right choice.
well, that's how he has such big muscles. Is that he's animating so much.
Yeah.
Drawing all the time.
Yeah. Those animators
animator
are buff.
muscles.
Yeah. Well, let's. Why don't we go through?
Yeah, that's right, bitch. I
Do you even
You're
animate,
welcome.
bro? Let's take a look at, I guess, some of the main categories.
Sure.
And see.
Well, I'll just go. I'm on the Oscars website. I'll just go on down the line how they have it here. On
Did the
website.
Oscars screw any up this year? Did they present the winner? Oh, well, then what's the point?
All right, so
There was no slap.
I know.
Oh, what's the point?
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel made way too many jokes. And Jimmy Kimmel's just awful in general. Like, he was very bad.
Was he the host?
Yeah.
He was the host this year. Yeah, he's the host like for like 3 years in a row or something.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What movies has he made?
He's an animator.
He must be. I don't know. He doesn't have the arms for it.
Yeah.
He uses his mouth.
All right, so for actor in a leading role, we got Brendan Fraser for The Whale.
You didn't see that.
I did not see that
I
movie,
saw that.
but I
Yeah, I saw it like the night before.
The
So
fact
Brendan
that
Fraser.
he,
I haven't seen it yet.
the fact that he gained 600 pounds for that role is incredible.
But no, that's a very good win for Brendan.
Yeah, good for Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice to see. There was a lot of like comeback stories in this Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure.
And speaking of, actor in supporting role was Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
The King.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
I just love how, like, I always enjoyed him as a kid. When he was a kid
Yeah.
in movies. And I just love how he comes back and he hasn't lost that kid spirit at all.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
he's
Right.
like everyone.
Like,
Go on.
so I hate his character in Indiana Jones, right? Because it was like the most annoying shit to me.
Yeah.
But like his character and Everything Everywhere All at Once is like my favorite thing in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
just the perfect man.
He was
Yeah.
also in the Goonies. And I tend to remember him
Yeah.
more for his
That's
Goonies
right.
role.
Yeah. He was an Encino Man. Both him and Brendan Fraser.
Wait, he
Oh
was?
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a joke about that.
Forgot about that. I knew Brendan was, obviously.
Yeah.
I forgot. Wow.
Yeah. All right, we got actress in a leading role. That's Michelle Yeoh for Everything
Wow.
Everywhere All at Once.
It's such a huge deal too. Like
Yeah.
fucking good for her.
Yeah. That movie is just so good, and I'm glad that it just did a sweep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we got actress in a supporting role with Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm like, okay.
Well, okay. So this is funny because actually a few weeks ago,
Like 2 weeks ago, I think.
DB Pony was down here visiting his brother, and we met up for him to grab some dinner and catch up and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we ended up at so we ate dinner at a burger place,
Yeah.
and then there was a Menchie's next door, and
Yeah.
we're like, oh, we should go there and get
Dessert.
dessert.
Yeah.
And then we drove back to his his place and we're talking for long enough that we were like, let's go to a diner. And so we went to 3 different food places in the span of like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And at the diner that we were at, they had a thing you could fill out.
Oscars, like, guess the thing, and
Yeah.
if you get a lot of them right, then you potentially can get a gift
If
card.
you get all of them right.
If you get all of them.
And Sarah, I think you
I
got...
think I might have gotten all of them right. Yeah.
wow.
Girl.
And I was laughing because I'm like...
Because I did... Okay, so on that ballot, it did ask who was going to be actress in supporting role, and I did put Jamie Lee Curtis because I'm like, I think that's what they're going to choose. It's not what I personally would have chosen, but I think that's what they're going to choose.
And that's
And
why
I
I'm
was
like,
correct.
oh, your strategy worked. See, whenever I do things like this, I always choose who I want to win.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll be double happy. And then oftentimes, like for example, if I'm ever in Vegas and I put money down on a NASCAR race, I'm like, I'll be double happy if my guy wins and I get money. And then I usually end up double unhappy every time.
Working with against the person you want to win. Because that way, even if the person you want to win loses,
Yeah.
you get something out of it, so you're not devastated.
I know! And I haven't figured this out. I'm 34 years old, and I haven't figured this out, Sarah.
Yeah. Nathaniel Foga sends the super chat saying, I got to see Brendan Fraser at Fan Expo last year. I'm so glad I can say an Oscar winner, that I saw an Oscar winner at a convention. Nice.
Well, I'm working on getting my Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy that used to work in my work named Oscar. Does that count?
Was he grouchy?
No! He was a very charming old man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But,
Yeah.
now he's not there anymore. He's alive, but he's...
He's no longer with us.
To be clear. All right, Paleo mentioned this one already. Animated feature film. Went to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Was everyone pretty happy with that, or were there ones that...
Yeah, most people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most people were happy
I think
about Pinocchio
Slater
winning.
probably wanted Puss in Boots, but
Yeah, like I would have chosen Puss in Boots, but like I understand why Pinocchio won.
Yeah.
The music.
Cinematography. All Quiet on the Western Front.
I still haven't seen it. I want to see it, though.
Yeah.
it's very
It's-
good.
Yeah,
And
it
the
did-
cinematography is fucking stellar, so yeah.
Yeah, out of these, like, yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front is definitely, like, really good. I haven't seen Bardo or Empire of Light.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I-
enough of, like, just in general this year to really comment on a whole lot, but I mean, like, as far as just All Quiet on the Western Front goes, like, I remember remarking several times on just how well shot it was.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's on Netflix.
I look forward to it. I will catch it. Costume design went to Black Panther.
Nice.
Yeah.
No surprise
Which
there.
that's the second time that that costume designer won, because she won for Black Panther
That's
back
right.
in
Yeah.
for the last movie.
Oh.
Does good work.
And directing
Directing.
went to everywhere.
Everything? Everywhere.
Everyone, everything,
Every
All the stuff.
All the time.
places at the same
every
time.
pony
Yeah.
all at once.
every pony all at once.
Yeah. They have documentary feature films.
See, now you're. I don't know anything about these.
Navalny.
Yeah, I didn't see any documentaries.
I haven't seen any of
No.
those. Documentary short film, The Elephant Whisperers. Haven't seen
Oh.
any of those.
I
mean, it's
was
supposed
I
to
was
be good.
when I was filling out my prediction sheet, I was like, what do I pick for these? I haven't seen any of these, and I should have chosen the Elephant Whisperers. That just sounded like something that would win, because like, oh, it's got elephants in it.
Elephants.
And they whisper.
Everybody likes elephants, man.
Yeah.
Got film editing, everything everywhere all at once.
So there's this Banshees of how do you say this?
Inisherin?
Inisherin.
Inisherin.
So I had a coworker. I was gonna ask him if he had seen. I don't even remember what movie it was, but I was gonna say, "Have you seen?" And then he cut me off and said, "Banshees of Inisherin," and I'm like, "No. What? Why? Why did you say?" That's what I was gonna say. He's like, "Because everyone's asking me if I've seen it,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh,
I don't
no,
even know what
I don't. I haven't seen it yet."
I really like Banshees. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Out of the Best Picture nominees, that one was probably my favorite.
Oh, well, then I'll have to add that one.
Well, I mean, Best Picture, I think the biggest crime this year is that RRR was not nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, it was only nominated for song. I still need to
won.
watch that. Yeah.
Which it won.
Yeah.
So it won everything it was nominated for, which is, at least something. But, like...
Yeah, 100 out of 100. Yeah.
It might be the greatest movie ever made, but I mean, who am I to say?
Right, we got international feature film, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh.
Alright.
Makeup.
Yeah.
The Whale.
What were we going to say, Paleo?
No, I was gonna say for international feature film that I've heard good things about Argentina, 1985, and EO. Because like when I see EO, I was like, oh, I see a donkey.
It's a donkey. It's just a donkey
it's a
staring me
donkey.
down.
Yeah.
Also could have been RRR, by the way, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Not even nominated. I don't believe this.
Yeah.
What is... Okay, wait. You've said it a few times. What is RRR?
Oh my god, Race, it's the best movie ever made.
Am I...
It's a Bollywood movie.
Oh. I
But
haven't
it's
seen it.
incredible. Like, it's... Because Bollywood films are, notorious for being super over the top and silly.
Huh?
But it's over the top, and it's utilized so well. Like, it's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Oh. Okay, it's literally called RRR.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were
It's on
using an
Netflix.
acronym. I was like...
Well, it is an acronym. I think it's... What was it, like... Rise, Revolt, Roar, or something? Something like that. Along those lines.
Oh. See, because even here it's written as RRR. That's when I went, shit,
Oh,
I have to
not
ask.
Not Bollywood, it's Tollywood, Nora says.
Yeah, I knew it was like something adjacent. It's like... It's not quite the same thing. I don't know enough about stuff like films in that region to really say anything, but it's apparently not quite Bollywood. It's like something that's adjacent to Bollywood, but...
Oh, okay.
I do see...
I'll learn something.
Base said ACRacebest winning the Oscar for Bronies React the film. I remember when I first realized that for some reason I have an IMDb page
Yeah.
for Bronies React.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wait, is it under ACRacebest or is it under Jeffrey Best?
It's under my name.
Yeah.
My name.
And then because you got credits in that one toys show
I have credits there. I forget if they have me down
for
in Steve Harvey. I don't know if
Maybe.
they do.
I don't know. Well, we'll just have to look.
I wonder if they're like, no, we throw a little anonymity for that.
All right, going back to the Oscars, we've got music, original score for All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay, I'm listening. I like my
Original
musical
song
scores.
it goes to Natu Natu.
And that's... Whew.
I didn't put it there.
It's on there.
I don't know how things end up on IMDb, but I certainly didn't put it there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm listed as like writer.
Yeah, you're the writer.
Yeah. Writer, director, editor.
Yeah.
Producer, self.
Self. Me. Actor as self.
Yeah.
Me.
All right, we got Best Picture, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Oh.
I voted for...
You voted for?
I don't know, I was going to make a dumb joke, but then I got distracted. I think what I... Yeah, no, I forgot how many movies they put
Are
up
there
against.
usually that many nominations for Best Picture? That seems like a lot.
10 is the max.
Oh, okay.
They've
Oh.
been doing more and more, like, in more recent years.
Yeah, they've been doing the max like every year for like the past like few years now.
Why wouldn't they do the max? Is
I
it
don't
like
know.
a certain percentage of votes to...
I don't know. They can change the rules however they want.
Yeah.
We don't want this one to win.
We got production design, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay.
Short film, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I need to watch this one. I've seen a lot of things about it.
I wanna see that too.
Yeah, it's very good. I watched like all the short films the night before, and The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse actually made me cry.
Oh, yeah. There's one, that was nominated called My Year of Dicks.
Oh yeah, that one's actually very good.
My Year of Dicks.
I love it.
An ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it.
That was very fun.
Well, I guess we'll
You know
have to
what?
watch all of these.
Screw this. The short films seem to be where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't...
Yeah.
Was this the last thing they did? Was this the main event? It's like,
No.
short film, An
Live
Irish
action.
Goodbye.
Irish Goodbye.
Sound, Top Gun Maverick.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
remember
I predicted
this.
that one correctly.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that.
Wait.
Huh?
The Batman?
Oh my
The
god, I
Batman.
fucking love the Batman. Are you kidding me?
Wait, I'm confused. Did I miss a movie this year?
No, it's the one with
The Rob Pattinson one?
Twilight guy.
Did we see it?
Yes, we did.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! I do not remember.
Yeah, well, I was like, you didn't see the Batman? I thought you would have seen that.
The
I don't-
one. And Colin Farrell's the Penguin, but he doesn't look anything like himself.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't okay. I hit my head. I don't remember this at all. Any of this. I'm like, I literally was like, did that come out?
Yeah.
And it did come out. But, oh, wow. I couldn't
It
tell.
was a long year. It kind of seems
It was
like
a very
Yeah.
long year.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
I'm kind of upset that Nope didn't get nominated for anything.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
They saw it on the ballot and they said, nope.
they need to like incorporate like a new thing that's like best like original like character / creature design, because like with all like the CG animated things, right, that
Mhm.
exist in
Yeah.
movies and like the cool creatures and stuff that people make, like I think that's worth
Yeah.
you know.
I guess that would
having
be part of visual effects, but like,
Yeah, but like even
Well,
just
I
the
know-
creature
I know
design,
with,
right?
like, the-
sometimes
yeah.
the design is separate from the
Right.
effects quality.
where because the Annies have like a best character design category.
Yeah, I think that would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Huh.
Well, for
I
visual effects.
I
with
was
that.
just, sorry, all I was thinking of was, like, the, whatever you want to call it, from Nope, going
Yeah.
up against, like, Cocaine Bear, and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
would be a fun
I want them to
presentation.
team up.
Yeah. The sequel.
Visual effects.
Visual effects.
Avatar.
Evader.
Yeah,
Great.
Way of Wit
everybody
here.
figured it would go to that.
Yeah.
The animated movie Avatar.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't even nominated for Best Animated Picture, so I guess it wasn't that good.
We
Whoops.
got adapted screenplay, Women Talking.
I feel
I
like
need to see that shit.
that's.
It's pretty good.
I was gonna say like that's a movie I don't think I've even seen a trailer for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I-
didn't know like anything about it
Yeah, well,
until I
to be
watched
fair,
it.
trailers.
And
Yeah,
then-
well, yeah, it's like again, like just for us when we go to the movies, which we do often. I sometimes when I see a movie on here where I'm like, huh, this must not have been for the general public.
And then original screenplay is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And that seems to be the end of the list.
That's the end of the line. I haven't actually
I think
seen
everywhere is exceptional.
like I haven't seen the winning speeches
Yeah.
from like Frasier or
Yeah, I watched Kihui Kwan's and I got a little emotional. I was like, oh.
I want to. I need to go back and watch those. But I was gonna say Sarah shared a tweet with me where it was both of them like it was a short video of them both like jumping around with their
Yeah.
Oscars.
Yeah.
But it said
Yeah.
Me and my bestie at 3 a.m. with our McFlurries, and
Yeah.
then Brendan's like holding his Oscar up to the camera, and Kwan's in the
Right.
back just like freaking out.
I think we got a
Jax.
Jaxblade.
Jaxblade.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What up?
Jax, you are here in time to tell us what, if any, of the Oscars surprised you or didn't surprise you.
All I really saw was the Brendan Fraser speech and the fucking Kihei, well, how I pronounce short round from Indiana. Kihei Kwan. How do we say his name? I forgot.
I don't want to say it actually. I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah.
Kihui Kwan.
Short round. Goonies. OG. You know who you are. You're freaking great.
Amen.
Thank you.
I watched his speech. I saw the whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel saying like, "Oh, don't come on stage because I got Creed here and this person here and fucking the Mandalorian here. They'll beat me up," or something like that. But yeah, I didn't actually watch the.
Beat me up whenever he fucking wants.
Damn straight, girl. Same.
Pedro Pascal can get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But I don't think I saw any like awards. Like was it like Pinocchio won, right? Like I expected
Yeah.
that. Of course, like all 3 Encino Men people would win with freaking Pauly Shore and Brendan Fraser. So.
Wait, Pauly Shore won something?
Yeah, Pinocchio.
You won an Oscar?
Yeah, Pinocchio.
Oh, shut up!
Oh, oh my god.
I did the same joke last time, and I'm still
I
falling
know.
for it.
I know,
Damn it.
so good. It was funny. But no, I thought it was I wasn't watching it like when it was on because I was watching Last of Us stuff, but then like I just was checking in like every now and then, so I was like, oh yeah, my boys won, so that's all I cared about. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't caught up myself. How are you, Jax? What's new with you?
Nothing much. Just staying busy, doing a bunch of clientele work. You know, I made a little game for them so they can stay more consistent with their training stuff and eating stuff. So that's going to be fun to implement. Just grinding on work stuff. Went to the movie, saw Creed 3, Scream 6. Didn't get a chance to see Cocaine Bear because I had to leave earlier.
What else? 65.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't get a chance to see that either. I wanted to. Like that looks fun.
Dude, I went and saw 3 movies yesterday
Oh, you did?
at the theater.
What'd you see?
Scream, 65,
Oh, yeah.
and a movie called Champions.
Oh, nice. Is Scream? I gotta say, is it me or like are certain people more durable than they should be?
Well,
Like,
I don't want to get
I'm
into
not gonna spoil
spoilers.
anything.
I mean, unless we want to put up a spoiler, like we could put up a spoiler screen.
I mean, we don't have like I didn't say
Because
anything
I've
like
seen
that. It's
it.
just like,
I've seen it. Who
Oh, yeah.
here has not seen Scream that wants to?
Ooh, me.
Okay.
Okay,
so
I won't say anything.
Laura's one.
I can peace
We
out.
can wait until next time, maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
just
so
I'm just
it's
looking at the
not-
time. This otherwise this is
Okay.
just going to
It's
be
his
a
homework, that's fine.
a
Yeah,
generally.
also,
Well, we had a lot of Q&A.
Yeah, we still need to talk
last-
about the Little Mermaid thing.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Well,
Here, you
everybody
guys.
else can talk.
very quickly.
You
Did y'all
guys.
talk about TMNT?
Oh, we didn't.
No.
No.
See,
No.
Jax.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, we'll talk. Let's talk Scream next podcast if we remember.
Sounds good.
We could talk 65 next podcast if we remember. We could talk. Is anyone here planning on seeing Champions? Anyone
We
know
don't
what
have
that
to
movie
talk
is?
about every single.
We
I
one.
did
don't
not
have
know
to.
what that movie is until you mentioned it.
I was just gonna say. Sarah and I saw it. It's a Woody Harrelson movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
And no, it was a charming movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it
Yeah.
a lot. there's a bit in the movie that really got me.
Okay.
Well, do we want to talk about the TMNT trailer?
Let's. Oh, I did see that.
Yes, you did.
I can talk about that. Is
Yeah.
that the one with
Yeah.
Batman?
No.
Yeah, because I saw Batman. I just
Well,
forgot
yeah,
I
he's
saw
in it.
Batman.
He fought the TMNT and
Okay.
Shredder. Shredder whooped his ass.
Yeah, let's talk about Tempt.
Yeah.
Tempt. Yes.
So,
Tempt me.
Jaxblade, do you want to lead the charge?
yeah, Jax, you take this
Sure. So first things first, I gotta say that '80s theme is still freaking iconic. Still being used to this day.
Teenage
Still the most
Mutant
influential
Ninja
theme.
Turtles.
Exactly.
So
It's like
good.
it's so good. Design wise, Spider-Verse really did change the game. Like to a point where it's just like, dude, you got my Spider-Verse and my Turtles with the same aesthetic. It's like I'm kind of geeking out here. Like it just that like got me like, okay, I'm really digging this. And there's like a bunch of like Easter eggs to past stuff where I was just like, you'll see that. It was like there's a bunch of stuff like that where I was like, I got that reference from 2012. Shit like that. It's just like I thought that was I liked it. I like the fact that only one of the brothers has braces because like before it was like Donnie and Leo had all braces. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like all of them have it. Like, because I was just like, do they have a fucking dentist? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that's like, when do the TMNT like? Because I know I can buy a lot of things, but it's just like dentistry just took me out of it for some reason. It's just like it was weird. I like how they are all. This is the first time in TMNT history where they're all voiced by actual teenagers.
Yeah.
And then like I believe like Paleo, didn't you say it was like Gumball and Darwin are two of the turtles?
Yeah. One of the original Gumball is voicing Leonardo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. See,
Yeah.
that's great. I love that like the Donatello's voice is very breaking and stuff like that. Like, oh, it's like he's gonna die and stuff like that. I thought that was
Yeah,
good.
I
But then
know.
like you look at his bow staff and it has like freaking Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen on him. Like he's a weeb. He's a weeb. It's so good. He's so good. I really dig it. I like honestly like that first trailer sold me so much because I was just like because when I first saw the initial first image, they just look like a bunch of skinny Kermit the Frogs, and I was just like, okay, I don't know if I can vibe with this aesthetic, but like they gave him a build to him, so I'm like, okay, I'm digging this. And,
So
yeah.
Yeah, I gave Jax a little bit of insider info because, funny enough, my previous employer, they have the licensing for TMNT, and they are making the new movies toys, and so I'm like, Jax, they are a little bit buffer. Because
That's
I can
good.
see the toys from where I'm sitting.
Right. I remember when she sent me that, and I was just like, "Thank you, ma'am. I'm so grateful to hear this. I'm so happy." It's just like, I can't have them be skinny. They're like beating people up. I gotta buy it.
Yeah.
But aesthetically, I'm really digging it. Like Bebop and Rocksteady, I'm glad it's in it. I think one of the funniest things is freaking Gus from Breaking Bad is going to be Baxter Stockman. Like that is just absolutely hilarious to me because it's just like him. Because like when you know Baxter Stockman is like he's usually just like the one Shredder bitches around. And it's just like, oh my god, like this, you have freaking, I don't know, how do you say his name? Giancarlo Esposito? Something like that. Like,
I just know that he's Gustavo Fring.
yeah, Gustavo Fring. But no, it was just one of those moments where it was just like, because I was flashing back, because if you ever watched the 2003 series, the Shredder in that show, like, he had this really effed up relationship with Baxter, where every time Baxter would fuck up, he would, like, remove a part of his body. And so the next time he would come, it was played for comedy, but it was really kind of fucked up when you think about it. Because, like, the first time he messes up, he, like, takes him into a room, and then the next episode, he's, like, missing an eye and he's got a broken arm. And then he, like, messes up in that episode, then like the next episode he doesn't have legs, like his legs are broken, then the next episode and then they basically destroy him to a part where he's just a brain and eye into a jar, and it's just like it's really dark in an effed up way. And so like just imagining Gustavo just like, you found mutilating my counterpart amusing, but I will not be one carelessly underestimated, Sherelle. Like some shit like I think that would be hilarious. So just I'm excited, but I don't know if Shredder's even in this movie, so that's gonna be a cool thing.
Yeah, it looks really promising. I love the art style. They really got the like scribbly art aesthetic down to a T. So
Right.
yeah, I love it. I'm excited.
Looks nice. Looks funny. And we got Baxter and then April and all that stuff. And then like for the people in chat, it's okay. There's multiverses, okay? Because like I saw everyone like wigging out on social media about like April looking different. It's just like this is one of those things where I'm just like, if you watch the series movie Turtles Forever, you understand that there's a multiverse, and the TMNT from the 2003 and 1987 were actually part of that. So you know, something like that. But it's completely different. Like, you know, we have teenage Aprils, we have black Aprils, we have like adult Aprils, we have kid April. You know, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, people get bent out of shape for weird things.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, does anybody else have anything they want to say about TMNT?
Yeah. Looks great. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, with people, we're talking about Spider-Verse again because of this trailer, and saying like how much it influenced and like revolutionized the animated film industry. And like the thing is like that is true, but every time it's brought up,
Yeah.
that you have these people coming out saying like Peanuts did it first, like yeah, but it didn't revolutionize anything.
No.
like look, Peanuts like is a great movie. I love it.
Yeah, I love that film. It's great.
Yeah, but it did not start a trend. Spider-Verse is the one that started the trend.
When
Like,
did
we
Captain
had-
Underpants come out?
Yeah,
movie?
Captain Underpants came out in 2017. That also did not start a trend.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I do remember
Yeah.
people giving those movies credit
Props.
on their visuals,
Yeah.
like when.
Yeah, they have like great stylization with those movies. But Spider-Verse is the one that like, hey, this is like very dynamic and interesting. And
comic books.
and Sony is still like doing it with their movies because they did with Mitchell's vs. the Machines. So it seems like Sony is sort of leading the charge as far as like the direction animated film is going.
Yeah.
Good.
And now I'm just kind of wondering because like DreamWorks hopped on it with Puss in Boots. Now I'm just wondering if like, yeah. Now I'm just wondering when like, so Disney, when you gonna do it?
Zootopia.
Yeah.
Like they can't do it now. They're just like, like everyone else has done already. It's like hop in the pool, Disney. Come on.
I am looking forward to seeing what their Wish film looks like because it from the picture I'm just like, okay, well they just put a watercolor filter on top of it. It looks like, and so I'm like I'm waiting to see it in motion so I can actually get the feel for it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that will pave the way for Disney to kind of be more experimental with their style.
You're just not driving with this new Pixar movie.
I'm not. No, the art for the Pixar movie it's much more better executed in 2D than it is 3D.
Exactly.
Man, I can say that about so many fucking things.
Yeah.
Also, Anime Gaia 1 wasn't OG April from the original comics mix. Actually, no, she was a white woman in the original comics. What happened was Kevin Eastman had a mixed girlfriend / wife at the time, and so like Peter Laird, when he would draw her, he would just draw her like a white, but then they moved to Photoshop, so sometimes she would look a different color, and so like Kevin Eastman would sometimes draw her to look more like this, but like what people always show that image of her with like the curly hair, that was just meant to be a perm, like all those women in the 80s had. It wasn't like meant to be like that, but like again, nothing wrong with it. It's all good. We have a variety, so that's cool. But yeah, I think one of the things I'm really interested in with this movie is just like I'm just curious, like because the voices seem great. Jackie Chan's going to be Splinter. That's going to be interesting to hear because he's already Monkey in the Kung Fu Panda movie, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Kung Fu Panda will have the fucking Spider-Verse thing next. Okay, I'm thinking of that now.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might. Oh, snap.
like since it's DreamWorks, they already did it with Puss in Boots.
Oh, God, and imagine Kung Fu Panda with that. Oh, my God. That would be amazing. They should do that.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Are they making another one?
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that was announced like a few months ago.
Yeah. Santos Celine in the chat says, did you guys see that Disney Wish clip? They're already doing it. There's a small clip of it on Twitter. I gotta find it then.
Oh, there is?
I guess.
I need to see that then.
That
Well, you
sounds.
don't watch any of that stuff.
Dialing into Disney
like leaked
Animation
footage.
Studios right now. All that. Hopefully that's where it would
I will update. I have now seen the Little Mermaid trailer.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it since it's fresh in your mind?
Yeah. Is there anyone that doesn't want to talk about it before we move forward?
What, Little Mermaid?
Yeah, the trailer.
I think everybody knows The Little Mermaid.
No, I know. I
Oh man, I wonder what happens.
that was the joke I made earlier.
Spoiled
Now
it. She's fucking little in this movie? Fuck, bro.
she's actually not though. Well, yeah. I'm just happy to see that it looks like they do have all the nude scenes.
They do? Sweet.
Yeah, they need to have that one shot, like clip for
butt.
clip. Yeah, the butt
pause
shot,
frame.
man. That is one of the greatest moments in animated history, period.
Yeah.
Well, give me, I was more excited about it back then. Like, obviously, it gets weird if you start thinking about how old she's supposed to be. But besides that,
She's older than you.
I'm not a child.
Yes,
Daddy.
yes, See, like, it's one of those situations where, like, it's like you start thinking, like, oh, God, this. But it's just like, wait a second. She was way older than me. Shit.
I know.
came
She
out in the
was an
80s.
adult to me when I first watched
Jax,
it.
you weren't even
And she's
alive.
a mother. She's a mother now.
She was a mother in like 1996 or something.
Yeah, she's like, she had her fucking baby, like, with the kid. And her kid's, like, 10 years old at this point. So it's like, yeah.
Kind of strong.
Yeah, she's a freaking full-grown woman at this point. Go ahead, Race.
Yeah, that butt shot though. So this was my first time seeing it. Outside of that, I knew who the actress for the Little Mermaid was going to be. I didn't, and I had seen the picture of the crab, and everyone kind of goofing on which crab they chose, what kind of crab.
Oh, there are way more problems than just the crab from what I've seen in the trailer and the poster. Oh my God.
First thing, when I saw Bartum show up, I honestly was like as Triton. I was like, oh, is this where he ended up after he was looking for Jack Sparrow?
Crocodile?
Jack Sparrow. Oh, I didn't even think about
Wasn't
Lala.
that the dude from freaking No
Yeah.
Country from Old Man?
Yeah.
It's right.
I was not expecting him to be King Triton. I gotta be honest. That.
They
What?
were saying that, like, he just went from being on Dune, where there's no water, and now he lives in the water.
Well, life is about balance. So.
Beautiful balance.
What do you guys think about the Little Mermaid trailer, Sarah? What do you think about it?
I was glad to see a little bit of color in it, but there's only a little bit, and I'm like, why is this movie so like dim? I
Dim.
just
Because it has to look realistic, even though it's fantasy creatures.
Let me tell you something. It is just unscientifically possible for a black mermaid to exist.
Yeah,
Because
but
Some stupid shit.
every time someone does that, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
you see,
Like,
the
oh, yeah.
melanin would not reflect the
mermaid.
sunlight, and
Listen, Jax. Only white people were fucking fish back then.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. You know what's fun? It sort of reminds you could re-edit that trailer in parts to be like a horror movie. Like if they fucking took the scene, like, you know what? Honestly, they should have. I think I said this like a couple weeks ago, but like if they just made a movie of those fucking mermaids from Pirates 4, because that was like the best scene of Pirates 4.
Mhm.
Like I'd watch that. Like just make it fucking horror film.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to eat him, not to love him, but I do.
What do you guys think of Sebastian's voice?
I thought it was a joke. That's not real. I was just like, what the fuck is that? I could do a better Sebastian voice than that. Yeah, man.
Sorry, you've looked
Why
too
you
long
wanna
for
do
this.
yeah,
You can give up.
I haven't
I
been able to
should.
find this wish clip.
Yeah. I need to see the chat. I need to see how certain people are doing.
Yeah.
Nora loved the trailer, by the way.
I'm so surprised.
Mm,
It's Nora's favorite thing.
loved it. I loved it.
I think I was
Hero's gonna
overloading
see
the computer by
trailer
searching
for
for the clip.
prequel.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think everyone has a good pulse on how at least our group tends to feel about the live action remakes in general.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to, like, if they're making it, I'm like, okay, probably see it. But
I like the '90s live action remake of The Jungle Book, where like the guy died
Yeah.
in quicksand.
yeah,
Mhm.
the quicksand.
Yeah, that was.
There was so I had a video game, if you will. It was more like pictures,
Yeah.
but on my computer back when like I had like Windows 98, and it came with a microphone that you had to use, and the whole reason that you had this microphone was that part of the challenges or the puzzles was that you had to mimic like monkey noises, so it would make like monkey noises, and then you had to do it.
Oh, I bet parents
Oh,
loved
nice.
that.
And, well, here's the best part. A, they got it for me. B, I don't think my mic ever properly worked because I never passed those challenges. So I was probably sitting there screaming into a microphone that probably wasn't even plugged in. Going, what? And my parents, and again, they knew that they got this for me. Yeah. But I remember I was like, well, that's so cool. Yeah.
Alright, I just thought of another topic that we can hit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Judy Hopps robot.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, 5 Nights at Freddy's shit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, did you not see it? Hold on, let
No, I
me post
didn't.
it.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh my god!
'Cause, yeah, I posted it in the
Hero.
like the main chat
Hi, Hero!
earlier this
Hi,
week.
hero.
I just want to say that at 6 o'clock, PanamaMatt said that he would be on the podcast in 30 minutes. And it is
This checks out.
Lie.
45 minutes
This
after
is-
that
this
he
is-
said that he
this
would
is-
be
yeah.
there.
You
about?
sit on a throne of lies.
Someone been to the
well,
Regal
let's see, what is
Theater.
this? So is
Jax,
this like an
Jax,
actual
there's
robot?
yeah, it's an actual robot.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this. Okay. So I'm
Fucking
guessing
nuts.
she's in the box or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
My friends-
Oh shit!
It's the better
What the
version of Megan.
Oh yeah, she would. Yeah, she'll be in Megan too. Oh shit, that's actually. Sarah, keep an eye on Race. He'll break into the studio.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. It
So-
reminds me of the Spider-Man.
He knows
thing
where the
he, like,
Imagineering
plugs
building
his-
is.
I do, actually. I've been
So
there.
are they gonna have like a roller skating Judy robot going around like Shanghai Disneyland?
I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
in the Zootopia land.
And now I'm like, oh, I wonder if in Zootopia 2, Judy Hopps is gonna wear roller skates at some point.
If it's just like a little
Of course
like
she is. You kidding me?
if it's like a little scene or whatnot,
Yeah.
it's like okay. I'm just like I hope like this isn't their like
Is
I-
she gonna be singing "Gonna Be My Day"?
gonna be my
Oh.
day. Well, but like my thing with that is I never want a movie to be driven by something other than the story. So I'm like, hopefully they like when they're like, all right, we're gonna greenlight Zootopia 2, and the writer's like, great, we got this amazing story, and they're like, that's cool, but
what if Judy becomes RoboCop, and that's why they're making a robot Judy?
no, Sarah, no, you can't do that to my girl. Sarah, stop it.
Oh, she gets into an accident, and
No.
like her and Nick are about to like hook up, and then like the freaking
No.
like, the rhinos blow her up, and then they're like, we can rebuild her.
No.
And then she's like just a robot. The rest. Oh my god, dude.
No.
And then she like has like robotic guns and shit, and then she's like
Yes.
she has to program herself not to be racist again, and then Nick has to go through. It's like, look, Judy, you're not this person. You're just a fox.
Oh my god. You guys teach her to love again.
Oh, but no, I don't do that to my girl. You guys, don't give Disney any ideas.
They built this to honor her.
Oh man. Yeah, no.
Trailer now.
I also saw that Imagineering was doing some fun little experimenting with like Tinkerbell and her being in like a tiny little lantern, and so like it's like there's an actress with a black backdrop behind her being filmed on a separate location, kind of like
Like Crush.
not like Crush, like it's actually a live action actress,
Okay.
but her video is being projected onto a lantern for guests to
What were you
talk
thinking
to.
of?
Try like the test footage that Gabe was showing us when he walked into the building thing, and it changed like his, I don't know. Well, it just,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, like it's like that. She's being filmed somewhere, but she can hear the guests and interacts with the guests
And but
in a
it's a little
lantern, so she's
Tinkerbell.
small,
Yeah.
like the real Tinkerbell. So that's interesting.
Well, thanks
that
for
they're
ruining that
experimenting.
illusion for me immediately. I would have thought
It
it
could
was
be
a
like it-
small Tinkerbell.
It could have been like Hook Tinkerbell. Remember when she like grew to like human size?
Yeah.
Was that Julia Roberts? Who was in
Yes.
that movie?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good movie.
Da 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 da.
I mean, but there is a life-size Tinkerbell in the parks already.
there is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But what's so special
Nice.
about
She's got to be tiny
that? Yeah.
to be accurate.
Yeah.
Well,
this.
she's always tiny. It's just that when you walk into the fairy grotto,
You shrink.
grove, whatever area, you shrink down to her size.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Well,
That's
then
magic.
why is Walt Disney Imagineering making her tiny?
Because the grass has overgrown. It's too big. I gotta say, I laughed when this Judy Hopps, robot was first announced because I had a bunch of people tagging me, and I was just like, what? And I saw this, and I'm just like, whoa, like, it's cool, like it's like whoa. I enjoy that they're finally making robots like this that like, because I feel like usually it seems like the robots are like, oh, hey, let's try to not make this thing fall over. And with this one, they were just like, just have her freaking like do cartwheels and flip and land on shit. Like, that's fine. So like from an engineering standpoint, I found that cool. Obviously, I have engineering, but I have character bias here. It being a Judy Hopps robot, I'm like, pretty cool. But I laughed because the social media posts were just going on about like, oh, well, now that this thing's out, all the furry artists are gonna have a new idea. And I was like, maybe. And boy, like...
But they got Robo Judy stuff.
Oh, it is showing up all over the place.
Robo Judy Hopps. Oh, yeah, RoboCop Judy Hopps. Yes.
And yeah. There's all forms of art. I was like...
dude, this is badass.
But it's... yeah, no. Like I said, all I was getting at, by the way, with the roller skating thing was I'm like, as long as it doesn't like have to drive an unnecessary point. Like if it's just like, oh yeah, she's gonna rollerblade in AC, and it's like, okay, that's cool, that's fine.
What if that's like her new thing? Like that's her hobby for the movie.
That's what I
Because
mean.
They want to sell like, like they want to sell Judy Hop roller skates to the kids to go see it. And stuff like that. So it's just like, you want a roller skate? Or they're like, no, it's the action figure. It's like, you want the rolling Judy? Yeah. Oh
Wait.
my God, I've never bounced a bunny like
What?
this.
Wait a minute. I didn't think about the possibilities here.
What
if Judy joins a roller derby?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They
that
just
would.
start punching each other.
Oh my gosh, that would be badass.
Yeah.
And then she meets she meets a hare. And she's like, the hare is like her rival, and they're like roller derby things, and she like hits her over. It's like, yeah, you better leave, little bunny. And then she's just like, oh, I hate that bitch. And then Nick's like, come on, babe. And then like she becomes like the tomboy, the new one that the people go after, who has like, she has like those grippers that everyone's like, oh my god, I want her. So it's like that sort of like friend,
Grippers?
That's what people are calling feet now.
Oh.
Grippers.
It's
I
just
want
like...
to disagree with you, but I don't know enough to actually call you out.
I literally learned this in the past couple days.
No, it's literally a thing because like on a fucking like TikTok or YouTube Shorts, someone will like do a like thing where they're like barefoot, and then a bunch of people will be like, for free, and then a bunch of people like,
For
yo,
free?
you got the grippers out, bruh. Like, damn, you got the grippers though. Like, it's just like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Oh yeah,
these kids.
another movie had a trailer come out. Haunted Mansion.
Oh yeah.
With Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I haven't seen that
He's
one.
getting a sequel.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's coming back.
Better come back.
Wait, really? Or no?
No, I don't think I've gotten any inkling of Eddie Murphy being in the new.
But
Haunted
Danny
Mansion.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Jennifer
Oh,
Tilly
well,
back?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Tilly, she was like the head, the disembodied head.
I don't think.
I don't think
to
so.
what I don't know if anyone necessarily is back.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
okay,
a
so it's a new
separate.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a very,
it's not
brand
not
new.
related at all.
So other than Pirates of the Caribbean, is this the first ride attraction to get another movie? Like a second?
Oh, a second
I
movie?
think so.
I mean,
Alan-
first, like, movie.
I was about to say something really egregious, but hear me out. I was about to say Alice in Wonderland had a sequel, and then I'm like, that wasn't based on the ride, was it?
It has to be a ride that was already
I know.
established before any movies about it came out.
when it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, nope, that's not right.
Man, does anybody remember that bad
Star Wars.
bad
Star Wars is based off of Star Tours.
No,
Yeah.
no. Star Wars came first, but there
What
was a
bad things
Tomorrowland movie that was horrible.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah.
The one that
pretty
Michelle
well.
Creeper was almost the
Casting,
main
yeah.
actress.
Michelle Creeper was almost the main person in that
Yeah. The main
damn.
girl.
movie.
Sounds like she dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
There was
when-
like only one scene that was like genuinely kind of good in that movie, and then it was all downhill from there because it was like the very first bit of the movie where like they're in a small world at the World's Fair.
Oh,
and then it like something opens up, and then they're like, "Whoop, you're now in a different location," and it's like Tomorrowland or whatever. And I'm like, that was cool. And then the rest of the movie sucked.
What wasn't House in that movie? The guy
wasn't it George Clooney?
It was George. Oh, wait,
House is
no,
George Clooney?
yeah, House was the bad guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
spoilers.
Oh, I
For
didn't-
all you that haven't seen Tomorrowland, but we're probably planning on seeing it this week. Yeah, no, I feel like it's fairly evident. Base is a super chat, by the way, saying the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion film is honestly a guilty pleasure film of mine. I still adore the set/costume design of that film.
Yeah, no,
I like that movie.
it's a fun film. It's
I
good.
like that movie too.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I support you all who do like it.
I
So stupid.
I'm like you, Laura, where I'm like, you know what? Dang it. You like whatever movies you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Unless it's TMNT
I unironically
2007,
love High
don't
School
like it.
Musical, so I mean, fight me.
Hey, it's good. Which
It's
one's
so
your favorite,
good.
though? That's the question. Which one's your favorite? This is the
I
real question.
To be honest, I haven't seen the third one. I've only seen the first two, and the first one's better.
You're correct. Good on you.
It was weird going through high school as High School Musical was coming out and
Yes.
seeing the people that were like, you know what, I'm unapologetically going to say that I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh yeah,
Right.
that was me.
yeah, like that, it was going through that time where, some people are like, oh, I've never even heard of the Disney Channel. And you're like, shut up, loser. While I was walking around with petitions, hear me out. I was walking around with petitions in high school.
Mhm.
And I was getting a bunch of signatures on this petition for Disney to bring back Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
That's amazing.
Nice.
All my work paid off. We got a movie.
Got a
Hooray.
movie. Gadget got
Yeah, because that was like during that time, like the mid 2000s. It was like you would have no idea that like Disney Afternoon existed.
Yeah.
In the Disney parks
Mhm.
or like on the Disney side. Like there was just no merchandise, no nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and boy, have we hit that nostalgia train where
Yeah.
they're like, oh, now they're all adults and some of them have money.
I wonder if they're gonna do the same thing with like shows now, like with Gravity Falls and stuff, because like you don't see any merch for that.
They want to
Just
make it
wait.
into freaking franchise. Well, yeah, because like that's been happening a lot with like a lot of these. Because I always forget, like, because you like look at people, it's just like, yeah, you're just a person living your life, but then you forget like, oh no, you were actual like a kid at that time when that show came out. So like when they're like in their 20s, like, oh my god, you remember Gravity Falls? That was such a great. That was my entire childhood and stuff like that. And then they see
Yeah.
something new about it, it's like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna buy the fuck out of everything for it. Like apparently that's like a. What, I forget. Someone said it on TikTok. They like broke down the entire like trend of like this gap of time, and then this many years later is when they go like, "We got you.
Yeah.
Hey, get it, money." I forget what
Money.
it was. I'll see if I can find it.
Well, if anyone has any other points that come up with any of these topics, feel free to throw them out. But we are going to start opening up our questions. As always, our questions, we will be prioritizing the super chats on YouTube, and the rest of the questions we'll be grabbing from Twitter. Hashtag SPP questions is where you send them if you're going to go the Twitter route. And I do recall last week, I feel like there were a couple questions that we had that
Yeah.
we said, oh, we'll get to those next week if we have time.
Yeah.
Well, we do have time. So I wouldn't mind us
Let's see
scooting
here.
back a little bit and seeing if we can find that. Let's see here. What? Or unless we got to them.
I
Maybe
think we
we...
got to. Let's see. Hold on. We got to that
People-
one.
I don't think we did this one.
Keep
Did we?
putting super chats in, people.
Maybe we did.
Put in $2.50 super chats.
I think we did
Keep
that.
it up.
I think
At
we
least
did
the
too.
first part.
You might be right. Maybe. I think I was
Well,
starting.
Ozzy, I'll ask, how's it feel to have snow everywhere in California? We did have snow on the mountains.
It technically snowed at our house.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
much as
nice.
some people.
It was pretty
Did you
neat.
It was pretty neat.
Was it enough to make a snowman?
No.
In some locations, certainly not at ours.
Not at our location. It didn't even really stick to the ground much.
So I was there was NASCAR was in town and it snowed at the track that
Yeah.
NASCAR was at, and everyone was losing their minds, including me. Like, but it was just weird, like going through that. It was a very cold and rather miserable weekend to be sitting on aluminum seats way up high, but hey, what can you do? All right, Sarah, you got some questions?
I've got some questions. Let's see here. Nathaniel Foga asks, "What's your guys' favorite Brendan Fraser movie?" Mine is Monkey Bone.
Monkey Bone is so funny. Dive, dive, dive! Shit like that. That movie's so fucked up.
Looney Tunes back in action.
That was. I mean, George of the Jungle is a classic.
Yeah.
All of them.
I think I'm gonna have to say George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle's great. Bedazzled is also a really good one.
The Mummy for me.
The Mummy, of course. The Mummy 1.
Yeah.
The 2 is good. Fuck 3.
3 made me so mad.
What else? There was that oh fuck. I'm trying to remember what it was called. What was the movie where he was like underground for a long period of time, then he came up?
Encino Man.
That was was that Encino Man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming that because he was dug out of a pool.
Yeah.
That was that also has
No,
Sam.
Encino Man was the caveman one. I'm talking about the one where he was it was like he was trapped in the 50s with like, and then like he came up. He was like in a bomb shelter, and then he came up, and then Alicia Silverstone was with there.
I don't think I've seen this one.
I don't think I have either.
Alicia Silverstone, Brendan Fraser. What that movie was? Oh, Blast from the Past. Yeah, I thought that was a funny movie.
Is nobody gonna say Dudley Do Right?
No.
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 Fine.
No one is gonna say it.
I'm looking over a list of these
What
movies.
was that movie with the bear?
Cocaine Bear.
No,
Yeah.
that was no, it's the sequel. That Cocaine Bear's the sequel. There was one that was in early.
He was in
2010s.
Sinbad?
Okay.
Oh man, I forgot about he was a voice in
not
that
the-
job.
He was a voice in King of the Hill. He also had a really sad scene on frickin' Scrubs.
Oh, the one with the bear is called Furry Vengeance.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
You should
Oh.
have known that, Paleo.
Furry Vengeance.
Furry Vengeance.
Yeah, it came out in like 2010.
I mean, I've seen it. It's not good. From memory's sake. And I think it's one of those movies that, like, it's one of those where you have the dad trying to make things work, and then the family gets mad. And they're like, Dad, you screwed up. And you're like, but Dad's just trying. Go easy on Dad. All right.
Be good for your father.
Be good. What else, Sarah? What else? I see you scrolling.
Yeah, 1 second. Some of these we've already talked about. Let's see.
Sarah is finding the perfect
The
question.
perfect question.
A perfect question.
Here, I'll grab one.
Okay.
Deegan Dinnigan is asking, have you guys seen the newest Disney show, KIF? There are 6 episodes already released on Disney+.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh, I haven't yet, but it's Kimiko Glenn stars that. Izzy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
You mean
why wasn't she
Bridget,
in My Little
Paleo?
Pony Generation?
You frickin' Cody.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Have there been more than 8 episodes of that show yet?
What?
The Gen 5 one.
I don't
Yeah,
think
they haven't announced when the next 8 episodes are coming out.
I think they're dropping the ball a little bit.
the show's over,
Yeah,
guys.
they are.
It's
They
time.
are.
that's why
Gen
we don't
6.
watch that stuff anymore.
Gen 6 is
Go
coming.
Go rewatch G4. Yeah, Gen 6 is coming.
Yeah, well,
It's
I-
gonna be way better.
Yeah,
And it's
I don't know what's happening because like they still got to go through like all the stuff they've already ordered.
They need to say,
But
you know what?
after that, I think they're kind of reevaluating what they're going to do with G5.
They need to
Because
be
it's been
like,
so long.
look, this design was stupid. I'm thinking, we're all thinking that this was a good idea. However, we fucked the ball.
Fuck the ball.
We fucked the ball.
We dropped
fucked the
up.
ball up.
We fucked the ball.
Up. I heard that on TikTok. It made me laugh.
They need to seriously reevaluate that like 80s cartoon villain vibe they got going on, because that shit was dumb.
Reevaluate the entire show. The show's stupid. Not good. Okay. I'm sorry, Paleo. I love you. Okay.
Oh no, I don't mind.
I think
Like
we should
I'm
just-
saying that like they need to do something.
Look, why don't we all just go back to G4? We have like 9 seasons of it.
I'm gonna watch it. Probably
Nowhere. Where can I
next-
watch it?
Yeah, probably.
Come
gonna
over
watch
to
it,
my
like,
house,
next year or
Laura. We'll
something.
watch it together. I
Yeah,
got
I'll
the Blu-ray.
just drive the, what,
Yeah, just
5
drive it
hours?
4
They
hours.
they should release like a complete collection. I want them to do that. They
I
haven't
do
done
too.
like a physical collection of that.
Why haven't they
put-
done
put
that?
on Blu-ray.
Paleo?
I
I
don't
want
know.
to see a box set.
Do you know how much money they'd make the second they drop that? Hey,
All of
all
my
9
money,
seasons.
take it.
And
Yeah.
they have commentary too, because that
Yeah.
is one of the things I miss about like full solid media like
Oh,
that is where
yes,
like the
we do have to
commentary.
write the commentary.
It's just like, or like they have like the actors talking about stuff of just like, oh yeah, so what were you doing this? Because something I also miss, and I think I like mentioned this before, is like sometimes I miss character commentary. Where like
Yeah.
they're in character and they're talking about, oh my, I fucked up here, didn't I? Some shit. Like that.
Well,
And
it's
she
like,
was a
I
bitch in
even
this
got plenty
episode.
Yeah, no, it's like they go like a really low budget route and they just like rip a Bronies react off of YouTube and they're like,
They get us
here's
on
your
the-
commentary. Oh, that was
every Bronies React has our commentary track.
Oh
So
my
it's just
God.
like every episode we did a Bronies React to, they have us doing a commentary for it. Again, it's just like, aren't we just doing Bronies React on the DVD? Yeah, I know, but watch this. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, we'll make this work.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
It'd be less editing
Yeah.
if I'm just using
Oh
a
no,
bunch
it'd be
of audio.
much less editing. It'd be like, that'd be like probably the first thing we say is like, Race, this is much less editing for you, right? Yeah. So like, what do we say that's new? Just.
Kevin asked a question on Twitter. What were some scenes in a movie, TV show, or anime, or video game, just any media,
Any media.
that made you jump, horror or otherwise?
Made me jump.
What
Yeah.
other jump is there?
Well, I mean, like you can get like an
There's
excited
more.
jump, like let's fucking go, let's go, now. Something like that.
I don't
Definitely
know.
watch
That's a
those.
good question. They call them jump scare.
Sarah and Race.
Yeah.
Have you played Pizza Tower?
I have not. I've heard it. I've seen it. I've seen things.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Like, there's some jumps in there that are very surprising and sometimes very funny.
Well, Sarah, write that one down.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should
it's
check
very
that out.
good.
Right next to
Has some
Mortuary's
great
assistant.
Great expressive animation in that game.
A jump.
Well,
Do
Well,
you
I mean,
want to
like,
know?
a simple one would be something like when the first time you ever saw Jaws,
Yeah.
and then the shark came out, and it's like, what the fuck? It's just like, 'cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
just, like,
that's a great one.
yeah, because it's like, no, like the best jump scares are ones where they just like steadily build, like, because it's just like, oh, I didn't even notice what was happening. I thought he was just like plumbing stuff into the water, but then it's just like, what
Right.
the fuck? And it's like, oh shit.
I want to say that Large Marge scared me as a kid.
Yeah, from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, to add on to that, not Large Marge, but like the whole Courage the Cowardly Dog. I just know something bad is gonna happen, and then he
Yeah.
opens the door, and she's like,
Yeah.
I could not do that thing where people turned around and their faces were fucked up. It's just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh
It's-
man, like anytime as a kid with like long face. Oh my god, you know what it was for me? This made me cry. It was the car commercial with the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Huh?
It's like
that actually made me cry. I was like 11, right?
Yeah.
It was that
And, like-
old viral video that like before.
Yeah.
Way,
Oh,
way
Oh, that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That. All right.
Those fucking
Oh,
zombies.
speaking of, I saw somebody post the image, and I was like, oh no. Flashbacks. Is that
I
one
don't even
Korean?
want to see the image ever
Yeah,
again in my life.
it's that one Korean webtoon.
Oh,
it's-
you mean the Bong
Yeah.
Chong something?
Yeah.
Bon
Sabers reviewed it before on his channel.
I
but
can't
yeah,
watch
it's-
it.
Scared.
I can't watch it. I couldn't watch his video on it.
No, it cracked me. His reaction was like, well, I think like to me it depends on when the jump scare was. Okay, for example, like the Grudge. The first time I ever saw that fucked me up. Where like she's like under the blankets and shit like that that was like, oh shit, no, I can't deal with this. Or like anything where like it was like a flat, or like where they're like in the mirror and then they like close the mirror and then they're just
Yeah.
like right behind them or some shit. It's like, oh god, those ones.
For a guy who loves slasher films, I feel like you must be used to that by now.
No, exactly. It's one of those things I've like conditioned myself. I was like, okay, whatever. Like I'm
Yeah,
because I'm more
like this
expecting
is gonna
it.
happen. Now this
Yeah.
is gonna happen. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the last.
I
slasher
remember
one.
one of the biggest ones like that was like a heart-stopping moment for
Yeah.
me was in Signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
just
with
looking
the
at
with the dark with the
The
flashlight.
birthday party.
No.
No, because you remember when like the one that got me wasn't the birthday party one. That one actually made me laugh. It was the one where he was like out at night in the fields.
Oh,
and he had
the
his
leg.
flashlight, and then you see like the leg of the alien, and then it like walks away. I'm like, oh fuck, that fucked me up.
Saber,
Like,
oh, sorry, I was gonna say, which part were you saying?
The birthday scene.
Yeah, the birthday scene destroyed me.
Oh,
As a,
Birthday
it just,
scene-
I don't know what it freaked. There was something about watching it where I was like, "Fuck!" Like I was like, because I remember the way that it was shot. I was expecting, I think, the alien to come out from somewhere else and be like, "Oh, I don't know how big he is or whatnot," and then he like walks right in, and it felt so real.
Yeah.
I was like,
Just rolls
"Whoa."
on past. It's like very upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share a funny one because it happened yesterday when we were watching Champions. I jumped at one point in the movie because it's like a trick of the mind thing. So it's a basketball film, and there's a shot in like the middle of the film where a ball is coming like right for the camera, and my brain was just like, that ball's coming right for you. And I legitimately like jumped a little. I was like,
That's so real though. 'Cause, like, it happens.
I don't know. My brain was just like, you're in danger right
Yeah.
now.
By the way, I want to go back. Jax, you were making the point about the leg thing. Was there more you were going to say about that?
Oh no, it's just like, cause like to me the birthday party scene, it made me laugh because like it's just like you're in front of all these fucking people, and it's just, my friend said something to me like it's just like, dude, it's sort of like a giant Kermit walking through a birthday party. And I was like, shut up, and it just like it made me laugh when he said that. And then but like the first time at night when the guy's like walking through like the corn maze or like his cornfield, and then like he's like got the flashlight on and gets real quiet, and then he looks over, and then like he's like, oh, there's nothing there, but then you see its leg and it walks in. I'm like, oh fuck this, fuck. Nope. Fuck that.
That's why that's such a good name for that movie. Nope.
Signs.
No, the Nope movie. I love that use of nope. Nope.
Not doing this.
Waddle sends a question on Twitter. Last week was Mario Day, and I'd like to know what's your favorite Mario games of all time. It could be anything in the franchise.
I just like Mario Kart.
Anything in the franchise? Okay.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
No, that's not
Super
Mario.
Bros. Super
Can I
Mario
say
Bros.
Smash
3.
Bros? Because like I spent more time playing that shit than like any other Nintendo game.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Smash Bros.
Oh,
I feel like that doesn't count.
yeah, that's more like everything Nintendo. Because I would say like, of everything in the Mario franchise, I would say Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. If we're talking about like mainline Mario games, I would say Mario Galaxy.
I've never played a Mario game besides Mario Kart.
This is
I have not played a lot of Mario games. Like, I probably only have played like the old, NES Mario. Like, I have not picked up Mario Sunshine. I have not picked up 64. I think that's PanamaMatt.
Hello, it is.
PanamaMatt.
Oh,
just in time.
you're just a little late.
Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
That is my life.
But I have played Luigi's Mansion. I like those games.
Oh, is that the one with the vacuum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why that description
Is
But
Diddy?
no, nothing else about the game. It's just like, yo, come on, the
That's all I
vacuum.
know.
Well, like
The
aside
one
from
with the
Katamari,
Dyson, yo, let's go.
like aside from Katamari Damacy, what other game involves cleaning up?
Power Wash
Luigi's
Simulator.
Mansion.
Yeah.
Fair.
Is Diddy Kong Racers a Mario game?
No.
Oh, that's a Diddy Kong game.
Does unpacking count as cleaning up?
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, technically, yes, if you
organization,
get
yeah.
rid of stuff.
Damn it. I had a story about Diddy Kong Racing. I'm going to share it anyways right
Okay.
now.
Do it.
Oh, it's called Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
But he's in
Diddy.
he's in the movie Kong.
Well, yeah, but
Damn
he's
it.
not in the Mario.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So I remember when I tried as a kid. I remember when I was like, I'm going to outsmart my parents and make them buy me a video game. So it was Diddy Kong Racers. Our neighbor had it, and she and I played it. And I remember like the music in that game. I was like, it was, catchy. And I was like, I love this game. Like, I want to play this game all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I don't have the game console. I don't have the game, and I didn't have money or that much money as a kid. And I'm like, how can I convince my parents to get me this game? And I'm like, I know. I'm going to pretend like I'm addicted to this game. Like I'm obsessed. And then my mom will find pity and be like, oh, well, then I will definitely get you this game. And so I tried this approach where I'm like, I literally can't stop hearing the music.
Yeah.
It's just like, I need this. And my mom goes, oh, it sounds like you need a break from it. And I go, no.
And then your mom got addicted to Mafia Wars.
She did. But, it's the whole thing where it's like, as a kid, you think you're so freaking smart,
Yeah.
right? You're like, they have no choice but to get me this game. And my mom instead is like, that sounds worrisome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. I never got it,
Yeah.
by the way. Never got it. I don't think I ever
Was it the
played
Super
it.
Nintendo game Donkey Kong Country 2?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
It was
Which game are
called
you
Diddy
talking
Kong Racers.
Diddy Kong Racing.
about? Oh, Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
That's the racing, but
I had that game. Or, well, one of my friends did.
Well, I don't still have that game.
Yeah.
I'm never going to play that game, ever. That's what's
Is
going to
it-
happen.
Is it on this
You
on the Switch collection?
I
Diddy
don't
Kong?
know.
Is that
I
on
actually
one
probably
of the
don't know.
things? I don't know. I
Paleo
thought it was on the
I don't know if
64.
Diddy Kong Racing's on NSO or not.
Okay.
What's this?
Anime Guy sends a super chat. Think you might get the Mario collection for the Switch for RPD. We
The 3D All Stars one.
Yeah, is that separate from the Nintendo Switch Online stuff?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's like a game you can get. The thing is, it's really stupid. Because they did a limited digital release for 3D All Stars, so you can't get it digitally. You'll have to get it physically.
I don't know. We'll have to think about our approach if we want to do, because that would kind of, I think, put us into doing all of the games if we are going to get that collection.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll think about it.
I mean, you can beat
Yeah,
Super
there-
Mario 64 in like 25 minutes if you want.
Yeah.
If you become a patron on patreon.com/readyplayerdumb, it'll help us fund buying new games.
Yeah, those are great. If y'all haven't played Mario 64, Sunshine, or Galaxy, those are fantastic games.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do. Pop.
The do.
Do, but do. I still see some questions.
What
Let's see.
things always make you tear up in media? So,
Let's see. Ozzyall asks on Twitter, do any of you have any of you seen the Nintendo Direct, and if so, what games are you looking for this year? What are you looking forward to in the classics, such as Game Boy and Game Boy Advance?
Wait, what's
I am
Before
a
the last
PC
podcast?
gamer and I know nothing of Nintendo.
I guess so, but this question was sent in today.
Matt's
Well,
like,
I'm-
oh, go on.
I was gonna say I'm glad Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are NSO now, and I played
Yeah.
Metroid Fusion last week because that got added. Also, just today apparently they added Kirby's Dream Land 2, which I have
Oh.
not played before.
And 3 other games that who the fuck knows about.
Yeah, like yeah, like I was looking at the 3 other choices, I was like,
Yo, billiards, let's go. That's what everyone was waiting for.
Honestly, I love video game billiards.
Yeah.
That is fine. There's 1,000 other ways to do that. You can go to addictinggames.com and play an HTML5.
Or you can go to an actual billiard parlor.
Yeah.
You know what? Like my dad always used to play billiards on Yahoo.com with other people in like random chat rooms. Remember how Yahoo had like games you could play with other people?
Yeah.
Wow, you pronounce that word differently than I do.
Good times.
Yeah.
I mean, do any of you remember the old Sega Genesis game of Minnesota Fats, Pool Legend?
Oh my god, I was
No.
just watching the Game Grumps video of that, like, today.
Such a good game. Like when I was talking about video game pool, yeah.
I remember how much fun I used to have. Like, there's a few video games that were like ones that just worked really well to play with my sister, sometimes sisters. And one of them was playing mini golf on 102 Dalmatians on the PlayStation 1. Yeah.
102 Dalmatians mini golf.
Yeah. Well, it was actually, what's funny is that was just a side game.
Yeah.
In the game, like it was just a thing you could do.
So y'all just had like a save on a memory card that was just at that.
No. It was
okay.
it was a, like, you could do the main game or you could just play mini golf.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Speaking of side games and games, there was an FPS mode in Banjo-Tooie that was incredibly fun, and I would always play that like 4-player co-op with my friends when they would come over. It was like, we could play 007 or we could play the Banjo-Tooie FPS. And they were both like,
Yeah.
it was like really fun.
It's funny because like I never played 007 at my friend's house who had like every N64 game. We always played the Donkey Kong 64 multiplayer mode. Like we'd always just play that.
Yeah. I played 007 quite a bit with my friends back in the day.
Yeah, GoldenEye was the game, and I'm like amazed.
Yeah.
I you know, it's interesting too, because like going back to, like, I feel like there's some games that just don't hold up anymore, but there's others that I would expect not to, just because they're old. So the graphics that I've found, I'm like, no, these are still games that would totally rip at a party. You know, where it's like, oh yeah, just get a bunch of friends. Like some of the old racing games that Tommy and I've played, where I'm like,
oh yeah,
or you know, playing like Mario Kart or whatever. It's like, no, these still hold up very well. They still piss you off just as good as.
I don't think there's a single Mario Kart game that doesn't hold up. Actually, not a single one. How about that?
How about that?
I mean, the first one's like,
I still love the first one. I think it's fun as hell. Like lately. It's still the worst of the bunch, but still.
yeah, it's definitely the worst one, but like, they're all still good.
It's still very fun, yeah.
Nice. Sarah
Double
is.
Dash is the best of the bunch.
Which one?
Double Dash. I love Double Dash.
Double Dash is very good.
I don't know why they won't revisit that concept.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash.
Double Rainbow Dash.
I forgot to mention in the news section.
Nope. Moving on.
Rainbow Dash was voted worst pony of the main six on Question Daily.
I saw that.
I did too. I shouldn't have said her name. I knew it was gonna spark up.
You just reminded me.
I know. What happened? This isn't the fandom. This isn't the fandom that I know and love. This is
only being fan smart instead of fan dumb.
Oh. I can't even like say anything right now. Nothing is going to dig out of the hole that Jaxblade just created for all Rainbow Dash fans.
Yeah.
Screw you, Jaxblade.
I'm sorry, I love you.
He is sorry he loves you.
Well, Sarah, is that look to be a wrap?
I think so.
Well, why don't we pull up our super chatter list and say thank you to them. This is going to be a wrap here tonight on the Semi-Perfect podcast. We will be back in 2 weeks for the end of March. That will be March 29th. So 2 Wednesdays from now. And we want to say a big shout out and thank you to our super chatters who are, I'm stalling.
Enemy 1, Base, Nora Mermaid, Nathaniel Foga, Omega 217. And I think that is it. That is it for this week.
So thank you to our super chatters. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you to everybody who showed up live here tonight or listened on delay. And as always, big shout out to our podcasters, especially PanamaMatt, for showing up for the last 12 minutes of the podcast.
Happy to have made it.
Matt,
thank you for waiting.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Yep.
Now we're gonna start the podcast.
Yep.
And you almost didn't.
All right, food posts. Nope, you all have a good night. We'll see you next time on the Semi-Perfect Podcast.
Dem ponies.
Good night, everybody.
Dem ponies.
Night.
Wow.